Good evening, dear viewers. We have today in our midst for L Bytes interview of the week, Mr. Nipu Paul Chaudhary. Mr. Paul Chaudhary is the founder and director of Father Leblon School, located in Bhimbar, which is some distance away from Siliguri in West Bengal. Welcome, Mr. Paul Chaudhary, to L Bytes interview of the week.
Well, thank you, Zabir, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this platform. Right, I'm very happy. And viewers, good evening, everybody. And today is a lovely day. It's post Shankranti,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of festivals going all over. And happy post Shankranti to everybody. Well,
My, my
yes,
first
tell me what you want me to speak,
my first question,
Zabir.
sir, is this. What are your thoughts on schools being allowed to reopen in a post-pandemic environment? I mean, considering everything else is pretty much open, the malls are welcoming guests, hospitality is almost back to where it used to be, although not at the same levels. But the only places which we see are still closed are schools. What are your views?
Well, of course, everything we are a bit surprised actually when we see that everything is getting opened and markets, as you said, that the movie halls also open, the malls are open. Of course, everybody is wearing masks, but uh, the most important part of our society is education, because education leads to everything. A future of a child, everything lies on the education basis. And that is the part where we are still worried, and everybody is thinking that that COVID will be affected on the students, this thing. Yes, we have to be careful. I think so all education institution, it has to be careful. And it's high time that the students should come back to school, especially the higher class, especially the board examiners. See, the board students, maybe in our school, we've got only about 25 to 30 student, right? So it's a campus of 10 acres campus. Now we are a residential school. So we are about 60 people are staying in the campus from the beginning. We are there, the teachers are there because our quarters are here. We live inside the campus and we are very safe. So I don't find any reason that why we will not. If I'm keeping my family safe, why can't I keep my students safe out here? So it's like this. Anyway, but there will be a problem with day schools. Of course, there are issues where how to monitor. But I think so. The private schools, they are quite capable to handle their own problem, because the private schools problem they are always handling themselves, right? So I think so. The student, the government, or anybody, the authority should leave it to the parents and the school, that which is best for you. If the schools can take care of everything by keeping odd even numbers, and maybe 50 students coming now, 50 students on Tuesday, at least online classes are there. Online classes are, but there are some subjects
Mhm.
where you see the problem is those students which are, they are very good, like who are scoring 80, 90, that's correct. You have three stages of students in a class. There are few students who are, you have to push them. They are weak, and the teacher has to stand there and tell them, "Hey, show me what homework have you done, why haven't you done this, why haven't you done this, why is there," they have to every time they have to stand beside him. There is one category of that. Second category, they are habituated in an atmosphere to study, right? And there is one who are very intelligent. For them, if the teacher doesn't come into class, no problem for them. They can still score. Maybe if a teacher is teaching, they will score 98. If the teacher is not there, but they will score 90. For them, it's not a matter. They will find their own way. So we are not worried. At least I myself in my school, I say I don't know. I'm not worried about them, but I'm definitely worried about my those students who needs personal guidance, who needs bit of pushing. Right? You have to catch hold them from the football field and put them back to the class. They're always busy in playing guitar. They're playing in football. Right? They are very enthusiastic of doing all that, except studies. So they are students like that. For them, school, for them, classroom is very important, right? Very, very important. And you have to push them. So for them, I think so it's high time that they should come to the school and start it. And even you won't believe there's so many students phoning me up. They're missing their friends.
Yes.
We agree. Some people are saying online classes are going on. What is a school? It is just not education. It is a platform for people to mix around. 30 students, they're together in a classroom where there's some going on, there's some punishment going on, there are classes going on. See, it's like a family, and they're missing the family, which is very important. And they're getting addicted to the internet and other sites also, which is not healthy,
Mhm.
right? And it's not possible for parents to always stand beside them and to watch what are they doing and which side they're going. It is not possible.
Absolutely.
So I think it's
Which,
high time that the students should come back to school.
Mhm.
Yes.
Now, in your opinion, do you think online classes can be a replacement for actual classes, or is it just something that had to be done because of the pandemic? I mean, going forward, do you see online classes continuing when schools resume?
See, online classes have opened up and it has opened eyes of many people. For instance, one way you can see that, like suppose there's a math teacher. They are, this is a company or some, multinational company or corporate house that's come into the education. They are hiring one of the best faculty all over India. Now he may be in Delhi, he may be in Bombay, he may be in Kolkata. The best math teacher he is taking classes and is teaching 25 to 30, maybe 5,000 students one at a time. He's just teaching. This is the method, this is the method. Maybe he doesn't know all the names also. He's just giving classes. And his classes are good. There's no doubt about it. So that way, and of course, they're getting money, right? In a cheap way. Suppose you go to any tuition hall, they will charge you 2,000 or 1,000 or 2,000, 2,500 for 3 days coaching. Now out here, he's teaching only maybe 10, 15 students, right? But out here, teacher from Delhi teaching mathematics, who's charging only 200 rupees per student, but he's teaching at least maybe 4,000 students at a time. So he's also earning money. And also students are getting better. In that case, of course, it is benefited. But see, education doesn't mean only academics, only education and the books and all the subject. Education means it is that building character. And in a school, a character is built. Education doesn't mean I learn geography, history. Education is the wholesome. You are giving a character building. Side by side, you are giving the knowledge also. So that is only possible in a classroom, in a school atmosphere, right? At home, you have I just give you an example. At home, you can cook chili chicken and fried rice and have. Does it taste the same when you go to the restaurant? It doesn't.
Not really.
That
Not
ambience
really.
is there. That ambience is there. So school has an ambience of education, right? You cannot bring Shantiniketan in the internet. Kaviguru Rabindranath Tagore, that Shantiniketan, whatever you say, the poet and that atmosphere, that ambience, it cannot be bought in a internet and online in a method. It has to be there itself. So there is the difference. Of course, but there is a part of it, there is a facility that today if I want, like this facility, suppose I want a teacher to give some coaching to my board students. For example, maybe physics. I can tell, okay, you can take 4 classes from this. He's better. I can contact one person from Delhi. I can request him that please have a one-to-one in some session with my students. Of course, the school will be benefited and the students also benefited in a very comfortable rate. That way, this method, this COVID period, we have learned this, definitely. And I think so online classes was fantastic of our school. There's no doubt about it. We were the first one to start online classes in the district, or maybe one of the first one to start in West Bengal itself. On the 7th April, we started, the day we were started school, because we were planning before only that we were thinking of that sometimes the boys, they go home for some sake of some marriage. And when they come back, again, the teacher has to repeat those classes. So we thought of making a online classes. So the camera is there. So at home, if they go, at least they can attend the classes. So we were planning in the month of January itself like that. So we were ahead with this program. So as soon as COVID happened, we were ready with this, right? We didn't know this COVID is going to happen. So, but we were ready with for our own interest. So straight away on the 7th April, we started online classes, and it full-fledged we had classes, and it was very successful. So that way, of course, we have learned a lot of things. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so very much for your time. It was indeed a privilege and an honor to have you here. Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.